Hey, what's going on? My name is Jalo and welcome back to a brand new video here at the channel. Today we are going to be talking about Blade yet again. Hoping this video does as well as my last Blade video. Last Blade video did immensely well. And I love talking about it, so let's go straight into the article. Blade, notably absent from Marvel's San Diego Comic-Con panel despite 2025 movie preview. Right. Let's go. The Blade movie did not even earn a mention at Marvel's San Diego Comic-Con panel. The upcoming Blade movie, which will star Mahershala Ali, will introduce the character to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, has now been trapped in development hell for some time, and there seem to be little signs of resolution. Though it was meant to begin filming in summer 2023, it's been continuously delayed due to the SAG, AFTRA, and WAGA strikes, production issues, and scheduling conflicts. At the Marvel San Diego Comic-Con panel, where Screen Rant was in attendance, Kevin Feige and the Marvel Studio cast and crew shared details about numerous projects, including Avengers, Fantastic Four, Thunderbolts, Captain America. I forgot to mention Captain America. That is not difficult to put that in as well. They announced 5 projects. Or, no, they didn't. They spoke about 5 projects that we already knew about. But they failed to mention Ali's slow-progressing Blade reboot. I take that back. We didn't know about Avengers Doomsday, originally titled Kang Dynasty. There continues to be no word about its development, and it may remain in Hollywood purgatory for the foreseeable future. Hollywood purgatory. It's been there for 5 years. What happened to the Blade reboot? Let's go on with that. When it was first announced, the Blade reboot appeared to be a perfect fit for the Marvel Studios. Ali is a brilliant award-winning actor, having taken home 2 Oscars for his work on Moonlight 2017, Green Book 2019. Attaching the star to an already proven franchise was a natural decision, given that the original movies earned over $415 million from 1998 to 2005. Ali's reboot could easily have found his niche within the universe, especially after the Marvel Cinematic Universe added a supernatural horror side to its universe through the Werewolf by Night special. Unfortunately, the production has been addled by a series of unfortunate issues. It was first announced in 2019, and Ali was already attached to the project. He was then introduced to the universe itself in Eternals 2021 in a small off-screen cameo. So he wasn't introduced then, was he? He was off-screen. There was an intention of the follow-up with a movie. But Eternals underperformed at the box office, only earning $400 million on a budget of over $200 million. That necessitated a retooling, or it basically, I can't pronounce that. I don't know. A retooling of Ali's own project, which began Blade's painful journey into development hell. After a November 2023 release date, film delays plagued the movie and eventually sparked the director electing to leave the project entirely. WAGA and the SAGA AFTRA strikes delayed filming further, and a second director left in June 2024, while Marvel announced that the movie will be released on November 7, 2025. It is unlikely that the Marvel will be able to meet the deadline while searching for a new director, with Blade still struggling. Marvel's refusal to address the movie at San Diego Comic-Con panel is worrying signs of its future. Blade is not coming out. Just want to put that out. Blade is delayed indefinitely. And that was confirmed at San Diego Comic-Con. And you may be like, well, that doesn't mention it there. How is it confirmed? I'm now going to tell you. Blade's indefinite delay. Its delay that will probably last another 5 years. Was announced at San Diego Comic-Con the second they went on stage, spoke about 3 films all releasing in 2025, and that was that. They spoke about the 2 Avengers films, of course, 2026 and 2027, but didn't mention the movie that is slated for November of 2025. We are not going to be talking about Blade. Why? Because it is not happening. Blade is delayed indefinitely. Kevin Feige confirmed this the second that he decided not to mention it. You don't have to do a 20-minute panel. You don't have to do a 20-minute panel on Blade. There is nothing to talk about. There is no script. There is no director. All you have is an actor that is waiting to act. But they could have mentioned, Blade will not be releasing in 2025. Blade will not be coming out in 2025. And the reason for this is because we need to rewrite the script, retool the story, and we are going to postpone the movie and it's going to come in like 2026, 2027. But that's not what they did. They've kept the movie slated for 2025, November. And that's just not going to happen. November 2025 is not going to happen, and there's a big reason for it. And the reason is the movie would need to start shooting in the next 2 to 3 months. And there isn't a script and there ain't a director. You cannot whack together a script like that. You cannot write a script and be like, oh, first draft is perfect. I mean, you can if you're the guy who is doing the Spawn film, the guy who owns, who created Spawn. He's like, we did the first draft, let's get this into production. Why not just tell us the Blade is indefinitely delayed? You know, it's delayed for the near future. We are not going to be seeing it. But he, you know, announced, like, okay, Blade is delayed. However, he will appear in both Avengers films. Why not just do that? Oh, well, they're not going to be. He's dead. He's not going to be in Avengers. Why not? Well, they need to introduce him. They've already introduced him. There is no explicit, there is no reasoning behind him not being in the next 2 Avengers films. Oh, well, he can't swear, he can't be gruesome. I don't care. Like, Doctor Doom is all about robots versus Avengers and things, and that's what I was thinking. So why on earth are they not just going and be like, okay, bring him out, bring Ali on stage and be like, we're really sorry, you know, this is not happening. You know, this movie is not happening for a while. But to make it up to you, to make it up to the fans, Blade will be in both Avengers films. Why not say something like, why just to not address it at all? When Kevin Feige addressed the Blade problem a couple of days ago, right? He addressed the fact that Blade was being reworked and retooled, but didn't mention anything in San Diego Comic-Con, right? Oh, well, he's already mentioned it. Why would he mention it again? Fair enough. But the biggest disappointment I've seen from a lot of people, and I watched the John Campea show last night when we were going through the announcements. I was watching it thinking, okay, we're going to probably... I was expecting an Avengers 5 title. I was, to be honest, I was expecting RDJ. I made a video on it. But I was also expecting Blade. I wasn't expecting Spider-Man 4, Thor 5, things like that to be announced, like the things that were leaked. I think they're true. But I wasn't expecting them. But Blade has a 2025 release date and you completely ignored it. What is that telling everyone? Well, that's telling us Blade is not coming out for a while. I wish they had just said something. Like, staying quiet leads to anger, leads to really sort of issues. It leads to a lot of things like speculation on whether this project will actually happen. Like, have they even told the actor what's going on? That's the thing. Have they even sat with the actor being like, right, so here's some money. We'd like to thank you for your services. And if you still want to be a part of this in 2027 when we shoot, because this actor's sort of bobbing along, being like, okay, 2022, we're gonna, okay, 2023, 2024? No? Oh, okay. Oh, but it's not really safe for 2024. Have they even told him? Because to not announce anything tells me it's done. Fantastic Four, right? Fantastic Four starts shooting on Tuesday. And that got huge announcements. We got the Fantastic car, we got the Fantastic Four family on the stage. We got various things going on. A lot of things announced for that. But what we didn't see, or didn't get, I should say, is the one thing that I think a lot of people wanted, and one thing that I personally wanted, was for them just to talk about Blade. You haven't got to show us a CGI show. Haven't got to show us a trailer. You just got to bring him out, bring Ali out on stage, and be like, look, Blade is coming out in 2027. It's a long way away, but we just wanted to let people know this film is still happening. It's going in an R-rated tone, and that's all he had to do. 3 minutes. 3 minutes at the panel. Just 3 minutes taken out of the time, being like, this is what we're doing. I'm glad we got the Russo brothers back. I'm glad we got RDJ back as Doctor Doom. Not back. Well, RDJ is back, but as Doctor Doom. I'm glad we got the 2 Avengers titles. I mean, we have already had 1, but yeah. Glad we got the Doomsday title. I'm glad we got to see Fantastic Four's car, the Fantastic car. I'm glad we got to see some Captain America stuff. Although I personally, and a lot of people who watched it at home, didn't get to see it. But there was like a White House scene with Red Hulk and that. And I'm very excited to now watch that film just from that scene. But to me, should have bloody announced. Should have spoken about Blade. It is upsetting that they didn't. I've seen a lot of people this morning being like, well, why wasn't Blade spoke about? But that's fine. I'm going to let it rest here. I'm going to leave the video here because I'm just rehashing old shit now. And it's kind of boring me. But yeah. Blade's delayed indefinitely. I want to hear your thoughts about it. Do you guys think that I'm completely off the mark and they're going to somehow have a script and turn production around within like 3 weeks? 4 weeks? Like, oh, well, we start shooting in like September, October time. No, it's not going to happen. But anyway, let me know your thoughts down below. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. I'm trying to build a channel here to talk about movies, and at the moment it's all focused on comic book movies because it's San Diego Comic-Con and things. So yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye for now, and as always, stay cinematic.